Hello, everybody, and welcome to Adventures Once Told. We are going to be playing the Princes of the Apocalypse module. For those of you who have played it before, you know a little bit of what's coming up. Uh, Good luck trying to figure out where I'm going with this. I'm going to be changing it quite a bit, but I'll keep the bones will be there. For those of you who are watching this either in the present or in the future, or the few of you who have figured out how to watch it from the past, congratulations. I will need that technology returned to me at your earliest convenience. Thank you. But anyone who from here on out uh, pays for a tier 2 or tier 3 subscription to my Twitch channel, you will also get a copy of the book that I worked on with my friend Retro Hoodie, the Churn for 5th edition. It's a campaign setting that we worked on for gods know how long, years or months, or it might have all happened in a day. I'm still trying to get that technology back so I can figure out where I am in my timeline. Anyway, you will get a copy of that downloadable from DriveThru RPG. With that, you can immerse yourself into the Churn, which is a D&D campaign setting set in a world where both the fantasy and the modern have fused together, and it is gotta be it is fun and terrifying. There's Metallica being played by bards. There's paladins with shotguns. I do believe that'll probably be the best. So let's switch scenes. Make sure that the music stopped and that we can now talk to those in the chat. So here we go. Let's see what they're talking about this week.
Hello. To meet people. Hello.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah, the trolls are dead, so I think we'll be okay.
Yep, there's nothing to worry about. Minor recap. You all, after making your way out of the extra-dimensional space that was owned by some type of tiefling demigod named Zareth, found yourselves in the city of Red Larch. Kind of unsure what to do with yourselves. You tried to go into a couple of shops, one of which didn't have an entrance, and you didn't really understand how to work the front of the building. Another one was obviously a junk and drug dealer, but he had a very nice suit, so you're not sure how you felt about that. Outside of that, you were able to get just about everything you needed or wanted. I am talking really fast, so I'm going to slow that down a bit. I should get so excited with you guys. But while hanging out in the Swinging Sword, the local inn and tavern, you heard word that somebody in the town had gone missing. A woman by the name of Penelope, who you've immediately insisted upon calling her Pell, which is kind of funny because that's who I named my Final Fantasy character after, was this NPC. Because I just needed a name and I didn't expect to actually play Final Fantasy that long. 1800 hours later, yeah. Shit happens. Anyway, the group went off into the dark, into the woods, cue music, and tracked down where this Pell had been, finding deep gouges in the meadow of flowers where she normally picked and sold from. Following more of those tracks, you came up upon trolls sitting around a campfire and a small individual stuck in a cage. Stealth was had, and you made your way close enough to the trolls to initiate battle, to which it was hard fought, nearly ending an adventure or so, but in the end you were able to come out victorious, and to that was where we ended. Any questions? I know I went really quick through that, and it's been a couple of weeks.
Think I'm good.
Wonderful. All right. So that's where we pick up, though. The last of the trolls burning, their bodies no longer reforming as the flames take their highly flammable carcasses off into whatever hell they deserve. What are you doing?
probably get this person out of this cage.
Yes, I would like to assist in that.
Okay. So the two of you head over to the cage. Drop the music just a little bit on my end. You see that the cage is made of bone and wrapped sinew. Different pieces of different creatures, some humanoid, some very animalistic, have been strapped together with whatever could be found to make this almost orb-like cage. Giving it a quick once-over between the two of you, though, since you both have decently high perception, you do notice that there is not so much a lock as much as leather straps that have been wrapped and tied and then kind of fused together with some, like, acid. But you might be able to cut through it.
Okay, I'm gonna need someone with like a sword or a sharp object. I got nothing.
Shed is closer.
I pull out my sharpest of objects.
So you pull out the dwarven great axe that you have, as it has proven to cut stone easily.
I'll take a couple steps back.
Okay, what's the name of that right now? Or axe shed. Okay.
Nice. Before Shed takes a swing at it, I'm going to look inside of the cage. What is inside?
Looking inside the cage, there is a small figure, about Alara's size, heavily covered in dirt, patches of blood, balled up, and pulled to the back part of the cage, seemingly a little terrified of all of you, as the nearly 7-foot tall, axe-wielding dragonborn cuts the front of the cage clear off.
Finkus, you should take lead on this. I don't know what to say to her.
But Alara has calm emotions.
You want me to cast a spell?
Okay,
I'm just gonna walk up to the cage and like get down on my knees, be like, "Excuse me, my name's Alara. Nothing to worry about. We killed the trolls. What's your name?"
Roll a persuasion check for me.
For why though? Hold on.
The bard who doesn't want to persuade people.
Great.
There we go. So you get down on your hands and knees and you look, and this girl's terrified. She's probably in her mid to early 20s. You see heavy scratch marks along her body, and several bruises that are well purpled at this point. And she just kind of pulls back a little bit from you, deeper into the cage. You notice she is looking around, though, becoming more aware of her surroundings.
Does she have a blue dress on?
Yes. Tattered.
Okay, I guess turn to the rest of the party and ask if anybody can heal her, if I should give her one of my potions. To, like, maybe, like, show her that we mean no harm.
I can do lay on hands, but that's it.
You can try. I have plenty of spells left.
Is that sarcastic?
No, I have plenty of spells left.
Oh, okay. I thought earlier you said you didn't. Anywho.
We didn't have any fire spells, so we didn't really use any spells.
That's fair.
What was the lady's name who sent us?
Hold on. I don't know if I have her name. I only cared about Penelope's name.
I don't think we actually have her name.
Oh, what-
Grandma.
And just make sure you can say her name and say that her grandmother sent us.
Yep, so I'll get right up in there and try to be all calm and see if she's gonna stay calm. Just say, Penelope, it's okay. Your grandmother sent us to save you, and then I'll try to give her a tap of cure wounds.
Okay. Roll that out for me.
Where is cure wounds? There it is. 1d8 plus 3. My modifier. Probably could have just clicked on cure wounds, but whatever works.
So you clamber into the cage. As the cage is built to hold, like, honestly, the full party could scrunch in there. It is far too big for this small woman, but you clamber in the least threatening of the party. And as you get close and your hands start to glow, she recoils still a little bit, but as the warmth pushes over her and you see the cuts start to close as well as the bruises fade to look as if they had been healed or healing for a couple of weeks now, she sits forward and just quietly says, "Thank you."
We're here to help. What say we get you back to the town?
She nods and stumbles but follows you out of the cage.
Spook's gonna offer her some water from his water skin.
I'll start like introductions. This is Spook. The scary one right here is Sheed. The messy one here is Alara. This cool guy is Brash. And I'm Finkus.
Fresh back.
Did you just call me messy? Oh, I do have a lot of blood on me, don't I? Okay, never mind. I retract that.
I'm Penelope Mandrahul. Thank you so much.
Look, I don't mean to rush us, but they did say they were saving you for a bigger troll, so we should probably get out of here and quietly.
They actually say that. Yeah, we should probably go.
Penelope, can you walk okay? Do you need someone to carry you?
I should be fine to walk, yes. I definitely would prefer to be out of here before the Shadow Man comes back.
The Shadow Man?
Shadow Man.
Oh no. Okay, Spook
Wait,
starts walking.
Yeah, this can wait. We need to go.
So you all start off and start heading down the hill. Roll a survival check for me. 2 people, whoever's leading the party on the way back to town.
I think I'm standing next to Penelope, probably trying to like make sure she's okay.
I'm gonna stand in the back.
I'll do it.
Eyes from the sky. We know how that went last time.
Immediately lost.
Just don't go too far this time, Finkus.
So you start heading back the way that you came. It's easy enough with the tracks the trolls left and the tracks that you all left, especially with the 2 large dragonborn who tend to compress the dirt quite a bit as you're going. You boys are thick. But
Wow.
just saying it like it is. By
when
the
we pass by
time-
the flowers, can I grab some flowers?
Oh, definitely. Yes, you do pass through the flower field, and Alara, you are able to grab a handful of different colored flowers, however you want.
Cool. That's all.
By the time you get within eyesight of the town itself, the sun is starting to come up. Making it into town, you notice the normal hustle and bustle of people getting to work as light hits, and quite a few people stare. Just this ragtag group of adventurers, bloodied, coming back with with somebody that most of the town folk know. Where are you guys taking her?
We're going back to the tavern, right? Swinging Sword Tavern?
Probably the grandmother's place. Where do you
Oh.
live, Penelope?
Let's realign the map. There you go.
Please don't tell me it's Gallagher's.
She directs you all to a small little house on the east side of town. You notice that there is a closed up small little flower shop next to the house. It's more of like a cart side of the road style thing, but she gets up to the door, and as she knocks, the door almost immediately opens up, and you see the little old lady that you had talked to the night before standing there, eyes red, and immediately just tears. Both of them as they hug and lose the ability to stand as they're just holding each other.
All in a day's work.
Do we as a group have like a little team name or something?
No, but I would love for you to make one right now on the spot.
Oh no.
You would be the one to name us.
Yeah, with your great axe. Can I say that on the way to the trolls and on the way back, I was trying to fix her wicker basket. I don't know how well I fixed it. I can roll for that.
Roll me just like a d20 plus dex.
Doesn't I just click dexterity?
Yep, just click dex.
Boom.
I mean, you get most of it back together. It's still, I mean, it was stepped on by a troll, but it has its shape. It'll be easier to fix.
Cool. Well, when they're done with their moment, I want to present that to Penelope as Shed is thinking of our team name.
So as the loading symbol appears above Shed's head, you lean down and set the basket next to
I couldn't have done that any better.
That's pretty good. Good job, Shed.
Oh my goodness, your intelligence is +1 and you rolled 1.
so
It's just frozen there.
so as Shed starts talking, though the rest of you are listening to the rambles that Shed tries to describe and explain the party, and ends up giving like a full history of how everybody met, the two women are still just crying and not paying attention.
Solid.
After though a couple of minutes and partway through the second retelling, they get up, and the little old lady goes and takes each of you by the hand, saying thank you and thank you. And if you ever need anything from us, please let us know.
I'm going to apologize to her and be like, I'm so sorry, I don't think I ever got your name.
Oh. Everybody around town calls me Minnie. Minnie Manderhall.
It's great to meet you, Minnie Manderhall. I'm Alara.
Again, thank you. And she gives you a hug, but eventually does excuse herself to go and tend to Penelope.
Maybe we should find out more about this Shadow Man.
Sounds like a good idea.
Were they talking about me?
Maybe.
That's what I was gonna ask you, Mr. Shadow Tattoo Thing, man, sir. Are you working with the trolls?
So, because she would have been more scared of you, I feel like.
I feel like Alara now has a loading, like, thing above her head.
Did we ever figure out where to get a map?
Oh, we should go back to that nice guy who had all the cool stuff. Oh wait, no, never mind. He gave you stuff he shouldn't have. Never mind.
You mean the drug dealer?
Yes, never mind. I
What
take
do
it
you mean?
back.
He didn't give me anything.
Alara just stares at Finkus and be like, sure he didn't.
So, what do you guys do? Do you follow them into the house to ask more questions? Do you head to the tavern? Do you head back to Gale Kurz?
I think we should head back to the tavern and, like, I mean, she's traumatized. I don't think we should ask her right now. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
Didn't the tavern owner offer us something if we, like, help save Penelope?
Room and board, I think?
Yeah, I think it was room and board. Or food.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like room and board.
Spook is hungry.
Like, we need to take a nap, right?
Spook is hungry and
You
tired.
need to
I mean,
sleep.
First step is definitely go back to the tavern. But we're here now, so we should question her or come back after?
I think we give them a place to meet us once they calm down.
Yeah, so
And
just
gather
come to
themselves.
the tavern tomorrow when we're rested.
Back to the tavern we go.
Fine to me.
Okay. So you head back to the tavern, and as you get in there, there's not too many people. There's just one table with a group of surly-looking dwarves who are glaring out at the sunlight coming in through the windows. But the tavern owner, Kaylee, is still behind bar, writing in a journal of some sort. But as she sees you walk in, she closes that and slides it under the bar. And stands up with a worried look on her face and says, "How fares it?"
Oh, we have rescued Penelope of the fair skin.
Oh, thank the gods. And she sits back down. You don't know how much that means. I greatly appreciate that. As promised, this month's on me. Room and board.
A whole month?
It's a whole person you saved.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. How generous.
Jibs on top bunk.
Oh, are any of you sharing beds?
Spook blushes.
I think I'm in a room with Shed.
Ooh, that could be our group name. The Bed Shares.
Oh my god. The bed sharers.
Bedshed.
All right. I'll keep working on it.
You
Shed-
did so
shed
well
bed.
with Penelope, the fair-skinned. I'm gonna take my own room and bed if that's okay with everyone.
Who am I going with?
We got room in ours.
Oh,
Well, I don't mind if Fincus boards up with me, little baby bird boy.
Yay!
Okay, I take it back. You can spend some time with someone else.
What?
Spook glowers because he knows Finkus is going to end up with him no matter what. Even if Alara invites him, he's going to get scared and come into Spook's room in the middle of the night.
Okay. I'm gonna head up to my room. I've had a rough 24 hours.
Yeah,
gonna
let's
do
go,
that for-
Laura. Let's go.
Right. Lara instantly remembers the whole situation of trying to take the drugs from him and then like accidentally touching him inappropriately and then the feathers that he gave her. It's like, I think you should stay with Spook.
Oh.
So Kaylee, because you're all a little confused about it, she does give each of you a different room key and says, if any need to be returned to me before the month's end, you can, if anybody is spending more time with each other. And then she goes back to her book, taking down notes.
Whoa, my own room.
Spook looks
Get
more
lost,
happy.
young one.
What? What'd you say, Brash?
Don't get lost, young one.
Oh. I won't. I'll fly off to my own room. So excited.
And he was instantly lost.
Gone forever.
Let's see, this room key says 301. Where's that at?
You fly outside of the tavern.
Sleeps on the roof.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my room.
So you all head up to your rooms, and they're well furnished. It looks like you guys have been given the entire third floor, basically.
Ooh.
But
We
you
all take
all
one.
achieve rest, and you heal back up. You get all your spell slots back.
And I get scared in the middle of the night and go to Spook's room.
It is the middle of the day. You guys got back at sunrise.
I
But
get lonely and go to Spook's room.
okay.
After I'm resting
Yep.
before, I'm going to, 1, make a flower crown out of those flowers, and 2, use the feathers that Fincus gave me and like braid them into my hair like a boho vibe. And yeah, I just want to state that that's what I'm doing.
Okay. But yeah, the rest is had, and each of you feels far better for it. Though you get up and it is nearing dinner time, and many of you are now skipped 2 meals and are starving. So you end up gathering again down in the tavern itself. Now far busier, but as you all come down, by the time you sit down, Kaylee has made sure that somebody has brought you drinks and food.
You're very kind.
Thank you. And Spook starts putting things in his pockets.
Spook. It in the mouth, not pockets.
I'm just saving these for later.
You're able to easily cycle out your rations so that you have a full set.
Are the dwarves back?
There's different sets of dwarves, but this town has a strong dwarven community, as there is a mine in the town.
Did we give the Mandra Halls time to meet us? Did we say tomorrow or did we? I'm very disoriented with time.
You said tomorrow, so it would be this next day, depending upon what you guys do in the night. If you want to do anything, you can, if you'd like, progress time forward a bit.
Do we want to try and talk to the dwarves? I mean, our original goal was to do something about like, the dwarven shrine thing. Now we also have a shadow man.
Yeah, Spook will buy a round for a table and wander up to them with a round of ale. And speaking in Dwarvish, strike up conversation on how it's going in the mines.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage because you brought ale. So you settle down with a couple of dwarves who don't even frown at you as you sit the cups down. They just immediately start chatting because they seem to have wanted to talk. But they go on about how the mine is we're at half capacity now because nobody wants to work the dark shift. People keep complaining that somebody's watching them. Shadowy figures with stone mask. Bunch of pansies, whatever. But it means that we're not getting as many gems out, which is a bummer. Outside of that, the normals. Nearly hit some sandstone last week. Had to completely wall off that tunnel. Never dealing with sandstone. It's a death trap.
Sorry, did you say the shadow man with the stone mask?
It's just some lazy bums trying to get out of work. Say they see people standing over the mine at night, wearing masks, just staring at them. Who don't want to watch us work? It's boring. Much better things to do here, right? And he nudges you with his elbow.
Yeah, I like things. What? Fingus.
My bad.
Ask for consent first.
Yikes.
That's what they know about this. It's a couple of people with masks that watch them work at night.
That's what they were complaining about.
That's creepy, guys.
I mean, if they started anything, they'd be dealing with a bunch of dwarven miners who are armed with picks and axes. It's nothing to worry about.
Spook, not being very well versed in casual conversation, is going to, as casually as possible, bring up the shrine that we were in, last week. Have you heard of anything going on up there with the All Mother shrine?
Oh, yeah. It was like 3 months ago. Terrible, terrible disaster. Everyone dead. And each of them bows their heads for a second in quiet prayer.
Spook also bows.
I also bow.
Why you ask?
You see my group of adventurers over there, and I point my drink over at the hodgepodge of hungry people.
Yeah.
We were just over there last week, and there's some weird stuff happening up there.
Weird stuff after everybody being killed by a bunch of Duergar.
That would be the weird stuff.
Oh, well. Sorry you had to all see that. Glad whoever went in and ended all that did so, though it's going to be a while before that shrine is unprotected again and open.
Well, about that, and I'll motion for Shed to come over.
Yes.
So this is my buddy Shed. As you can see, he's a little scary. He's nice though. Show him what you got, Shed.
I hold up my ale.
Hey,
Yes,
they all hold up their glasses too and drink.
Cheers! The pointy thing, the sharp thing.
I pull up my dwarvish great axe. Look at the fine runes on this.
You pull out the axe and all of them push back from the table in shock. The one who's been leading the conversation looks from the axe to you and back to the axe and says, "How'd you get your hands on that?"
I'm trying to remember actually how I got it. We found it?
Yes.
Yeah, as I was saying, we were up in the shrine, and we took out some dark dwarves, and this is one of the things we found in the temple. And he was able to touch it. I think that means something. But we were hoping to get more information. We heard you were the closest dwarves around.
Oh, you said you were there a week ago. The place got cleared out over 3 months ago.
We're kind of we lose track of time easily.
Were we there a week ago? Or were we there like 2 days ago?
No, we lost time, remember?
It's a week to us, but it's however long they say.
How long was it, Mr. DM?
For
Do we
you
even know?
guys, as far as you're aware, you were there probably about 3-4 days ago.
You know, it feels like it was like yes, you know.
What is the date?
3 days, 7 years, it's all the same.
Ilara's never gonna see her family again.
I am going. Did I hear that? Because if I did, I'm very upset.
Just starts
And
crying.
I'm going to crush the flower crown that I had made specifically for Spook and throw it away.
I didn't say it like I was making fun of you. I said it like I was sad for you.
The flower crown's gone. Can't take that.
I didn't even know it was for me. I lost nothing here.
I want to try to detail the story of us fighting up there and put in some like little swinging motions with the great axe.
They all still stunned. Most of them stand the entire time that you describe what happened. Eventually, the one who's been talking is like, "We should probably take you to Thoric." Yeah, he's the head of the quarry. Yeah, we're going to Thoric. Come on. And he hops up, pounds the rest of his ale, and starts walking out of the room.
Do you guys want to go say hi to Thork?
That guy just left. Should we follow him?
Spook's on his tail.
He's short. We can.
Where are they going? We should probably go to Ilara.
Ara shrugs and follows them. Very, very upset.
We're gonna all follow.
Okay, so you all gather together in this little dwarven train where it's basically dwarf party member, dwarf party member. Yeah, but eventually you head north to the quarry, to a pretty recently built building next to the quarry. This one completely made out of stone, which is very unlikely, or it stands out compared to the other buildings in the area, which are all the red larch wood. As they get up to the front of the building, the dwarf that you've been talking to says, "All right, now wait right here," and he walks in.
I'm gonna look around, see if are we followed.
Roll a perception check. So looking around, the sun has set at this point, as you guys have kind of messed up your sleep schedule a little bit.
Yes.
Spook is visibly happier.
Looking back down the street, doesn't look like anybody followed you outside the small entourage of dwarves that came from the tavern, as well as a couple of dwarves who were on their way to the tavern, but seeing the procession, wanted to see what was going on, and are keeping a good like 20-30 feet away from all of you, but are just standing around.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a crowd.
You do also catch a glimpse of a taller figure, fully cloaked, that is a little ways into the quarry, that steps out and around out of sight.
Oh.
Then someone go look after that guy?
Spook's happy to go.
The dwarf comes back out of the building, says, "Right, Master Greybeard, we'll see y'all." And well, I've told him everything he told me, so he'll want to have a word. And he gestures in through the stone doorway.
Do we know if Master Greybeard is like a title of some kind in Dwarvish?
Roll a history check. As far as you can tell, no, it's most likely a lineage name, like a family name.
Okay.
Spook's gonna follow that creepy guy in the tall in the dark.
Okay. So we will get back with Spook as some of the dwarfs watch you as you walk out into the quarry, but they don't seem to feel the need to stop you. But the rest of you, as you walk into the small stone room, there's a large table covered in paperwork that it has piled on both sides of the table. A fairly old looking dwarf sits there. His hair has been salt and peppered with age. Rough look. His hands are probably closer to being made of metal at this point than actual flesh, with the amount of calluses that he has. But he looks up at all of you and says, "Alright, so you've got some religious artifact that's not really supposed to be in your hands."
Something like that.
Well,
We
let's see it. And he pushes a stack of papers to the side.
I don't know why you guys are looking at me.
The axe, Sheed. The axe.
Shh. Don't. Play cool, guys.
Well,
Should I just show him the axe, man?
I thought you guys had. All right, I pull out the great axe.
you pull out the great axe, and he holds his hands out for it.
Sadly, put it in his hand.
He spends a good 2 minutes looking it up and down, frowning. He looks at all of you a couple of times, and then back at the axe. Right, and he hands the axe back to Shed. Well, you make sure you take care of Durha. But I guess it's picked you. Dahar.
Dahar? Like Dahar har har.
Like depths in Dwarven. It's a right and powerful item you've got there.
You wouldn't happen to know what it does?
Have you been underground with it yet? You should try
no.
that. It'll tell you how to get back up. The great axe, and he sits back in his chair and still frowning at all of you, seemingly disappointed that you have the axe, but doesn't see a way around it. Dahar will tell you how the fastest way to the surface from any depth. It'll also tell you how deep you are underground. So if you do spend a decent amount of time in the deep, dark belows, it'll be a great use to you. Though, if you don't want it, you can always leave it with us, and we'll make sure it gets back to the temple, having been relinquished by its current chosen.
Well, I don't think the temple's very safe.
Ah, yes. Either way, this also proves that you all were there and part of the extraction of the filth that took it over initially. And for that, I have to reward you by dwarven law, which I don't really feel too bad about. And he sits forward and pulls a small sack out from his desk and tosses it to the closest of you.
I catch it.
All right. As you catch it, it is heavy, and you can feel multiple stones inside.
I look into the bag.
All right. It is a bag full of gems of different sizes. At a quick glance, it's about 250 gold worth of assorted gems. Consider that a thank you from the Delzun dwarves of the area. And if you do ever make your way to the actual Vale, it'll take care of you. Now get the fuck out of my office. I got work to do.
Whoa! We heard about this Shadow Man.
Shadow Man. Hey, you mean whatever creep's been standing up on the edge of the quarry at nights? Yeah, fuck him. Scared my workers. Now they want to take the nights off. Who does that? Who doesn't work at night? It's the best time to be above surface. But yes, yeah. Why?
I mean, we are a pretty competent band of adventurers. We're still working on our name.
We
Third floor?
rescued Penelope from trolls, and she said there was a shadow man there, so it connected somehow,
You sure?
according to her.
And how'd she describe this shadow man?
A
Because we've had multiple
shadowy
people standing up on
man.
the edge of the quarry, wearing cloaks and stone masks. I've had to run them off a couple of times.
Multiple. I'm pretty sure she only said there was one, but this changes things.
Well, that's what happens when you follow rumors. You get different wording.
Interesting.
Either way, I'm setting out to have some more guards come over from the Vale, and once I have guards up, we're going to continue working at nights when it's cool. Isn't the blasted sun burning you every fucking hour? Well, was that it?
I think
Any-
that about covers it. Maybe we should talk to Penelope, see what her
Yeah, we should
description
see her-
is.
should get more information from Penelope for sure.
It is also still the middle of the night.
That is
Or the
true.
beginning. The beginning of the night. I can't remember. It's nighttime.
Shall we rest again? Or go find Spook? Let's go find Spook.
Speaking of which,
Probably a good
Spook,
idea.
you make your way into the quarry. There's tools as well as rough cut stone set aside, little towers of different rocks and piles of dirt and sand all about. You didn't catch a glimpse of the figure that Finkus saw, but you start to move further and further into the quarry. Give me your own perception check.
Okay.
It takes a little bit, but with your you have dark vision, correct? Due to your
Yeah, I have really good dark vision. I like it. I like it better in the dark.
all right. So as you're going through, you do see there's a plethora of different footprints, as just hundreds of dwarves have gone in and out of this place. But you do catch glimpses of a figure a little ways away that's watching you up on the hillside, just at the edge of the quarry, about 300 feet away right now.
Does this person have a mask on?
With your enhanced dark vision, you can see a bit of what looks like rough granite-like stone where the face would be.
Oh, I'm so curious. Is there a way I can slip into the shadows while still watching this person?
Roll a stealth check. They do appear to be facing your direction, so they may be looking at you.
And I want to casually like, oh, I'm not following you. I'm just going this way, and then hide behind something, and then sneak around.
Okay. You start to walk back out of the quarry, seemingly a little spooked, and turn around one of the piles or one of the sections of just stacked cube stone and out of sight of the figure before you start to walk now more in the shadows where the lights of the town don't give you away, and you feel rather hidden.
It's that confidence that I've just all of a sudden gotten because it's twilight. I'm going to approach it as close as I dare. I just want to get more visual on this thing.
Okay. You get up and you get up onto the hillside a bit by it, and you're probably within about 50 feet at this point. And the figure stands there for a little bit, looking, observing the area, looking left to right, until eventually they shrug and start walking away from the quarry, heading south towards the town.
They're walking towards the town?
Yep.
Okay. Does this person look buff?
For the most part, they seem to be about your height, maybe a little taller. Not too much thicker. Humanoid. They have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, but are completely shrouded by the cloak and the bits of mask that you can see as they move past. Give me another stealth check.
I'm not terrible.
They still don't seem to notice you as you continue following them.
I would like to take the hide action, and then I would like to cast sleep on this individual.
Okay. So, well, since you're stealth, you're already hidden. The
Okay.
casting of the spell does break any type of stealth because there is a verbal component, I believe. Can you actually
Well,
link
hopefully
sleep?
he's asleep by the time that he notices.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Man, it's gonna suck when he's like immune.
It is going to suck when he's immune, but let's try it anyway. I guess I can only cast it as a 2nd level. I got excited.
All right. See, I roll the 5d8 then. As I find the character sheet. $18.
Oh, I hope that does it. I hope he's not a big baddie. I hope he's just a regular layperson.
You cast it at 2nd level?
I did. Do I get more dice than that?
Yeah, you get another 2d8.
Good looking out.
Well.
Come on, where are they?
Man, it's better.
That's
It's a lot of ones, but
better.
it's better.
So as they're walking, you step out, getting a good view of them, and start to whisper and move your hands as the shadows envelop your fingers, and then rush forward this dark wave of energy that swirls around the feet of this individual who steps and then stumbles and reaches up to grab their head and then straightens up and looks over in your direction. They take a step away from you. You now see their human-like eyes through the slits in the mask that look at you wide-eyed, and as they take a step back, they drop out of sight through the floor, through the dirt, and the hole that just
What?
opened up underneath them closes back.
I will investigate the hole, or what used to be a hole.
Roll whatever check you think, or roll the check based on what kind of information you're looking, whether Arcana if it's trying to figure out a spell, investigation just for base understanding, whatever way Spook would think about looking at this problem.
I would think of it magically, I think.
Okay.
So Arcana.
As you get up to where the person had been standing, there is a patch where there's no longer any grass. It's a perfectly circular patch with a swirl pattern to the dirt. This is some type of meld through stone spell. Though it's not it didn't act as it would traditionally. Normally there's a far slower and gradual sink into the earth, whereas that was going from standing to gravity fall pull. But you don't see any other signs that the individual is here.
All right, Spook's gonna make his way back to the rest of the party.
All right. At about that time, the rest of the party is now walking out of the quarry master's house and office as you all meet up.
So these shadow people are like a real big deal, I'm gonna guess, because one just fell through the earth, and they're watching us. So we should probably. I'm curious. Are you guys curious about this? I'm curious about this.
I'm curious about it.
Yeah. Mr.
Should we-
Mr. Graybeard said that there's a lot of people with masks that scare his workers looking at them over the quarry. So,
Penelope was very scared of this shadow man, so I think we should probably go to her. Make sure that she's okay.
there's something going on here. But should we go now? Because it's night. Should we wait till morning?
If we wait till morning, she might be kidnapped again.
Well, this was the trolls the first time. She was out picking flowers. I think we're safe in town. For now, at least.
I mean, we can
Okay.
always go and check up to make sure there's no like sign of anything wrong with the house, like a struggle or.
We'll do a walk around.
Okay. So you all head to the Mandrahar residence. Those of
Keeping
you
an eye out on the way.
Okay. On the way there, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. But as you get there, give me a perception check.
Okay.
For those of you who are leading this, I'll allow two people or one person with advantage.
You can have advantage, it's fine. Unless
Cool.
someone else wants to.
No, that's fine with me.
All right. You notice as you're getting closer to the residence, another figure moving quietly in the shadows.
I'm gonna stealthily point it out to whoever's like nearest to me. Book, look over there.
Spook, with your enhanced vision, you would see Penelope in a blatant white dress, which is not something you should be stealthing around in, but it plays well against her onyx black hair as she is moving quietly and quickly and barefoot through some of the back alleys in the direction of the southern part of the town.
Spook is going to let his jaw drop and then kind of bring the rest of the party in to go chase this girl through the streets who's barefoot and in a white dress and about to be sacrificed, it seems. So let's go.
Oh, okay. Flying eye dash.
Okay. Give me, as the rest of you start to move into pace, give me another perception check. As she is moving with the intent of not being seen.
Just Venkus. Oh.
Alright. So, you lose track of her for a little bit as she's going through, because she rolled really, really well. And as the lot of you spread out and are looking for, trying to figure out where she's going, you catch sight of her a ways down the street in the south direction. She steps out of one of the alleys and looks around quickly and comes up to the front of one of the shops in town. She looks at the door for a little bit, smiles and fiddles with it, and then walks inside.
That's not the same one that you guys couldn't get into, is it?
Oh no.
What the heck?
Oh my god, should we be doing this right now?
Yeah.
What else are we supposed to be doing right now?
Preparing
I got
for a
nothing else on my
giant
calendar
troll.
tonight.
There's another big troll that they were waiting for, wasn't there? If that troll's in on this, we don't have fire.
Yeah, we do. We had a regress.
But it's a bigger troll, we need more fire. I feel
We had a-
underprepared for this, but let's go.
We had a rest. We didn't have anything fire spells or anything, so it was just
We
like
could have gathered things.
I know, but
I'm literally a dragonborn.
Were you going to do it once?
yeah, you got the one, bro.
Yeah, so we bring it down to where it looks like it's pretty fucked up, and then I breathe freaking fire on it.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's go.
Okay. Speed ahead.
I dash 100 feet with my fly speed.
Okay. You get up and you see the the chipped and faded paint of the front of the shop, labeled Valvo Sundries. There's currently no door to the front of the shop.
Can I do divine sense on this situation?
I mean, before we saw a symbol on the door that's old Arcanic stone symbol, and there was 5 barrels outside. Wait, didn't we see a door before? There was a symbol on the door before, because I drew it. Now there's no door.
There's no door.
Yep, there is no door.
Fucker.
Can you link me divine sense again, just to make sure that I give the right information? So the building does not ping in any senses. The building is not celestial, fiend, undead, consecrated, or desecrated.
Okay.
So what did she do? She just walked up, smiled, and opened the door?
She fiddled with the door and went inside. Now there's no door.
Smile, Laura.
Is it?
Yikes.
Is it dark?
The sun has gone down, though there are people moving through the town, and the town does have lanterns and torches set out for the nighttime.
And in the building, I assume we can see in it now. Is it dark inside?
The building has no windows.
Oh, but
It
there's no
is-
door.
There's no door, there's no windows. There's a sign above empty wooden space. And as you walk around, it's about 7 feet by 9 feet deep. Small little wooden roof.
Are there still barrels outside?
Uh,
There was 5 large barrels outside.
you do not see the 4 barrels that were there previously.
Oh my god.
What does this mean?
I'm gonna walk up and feel really stupid, but smile at the vacant spot where the door is.
Reach with my arms out. Do I feel anything?
You reach out as Alara is smiling, kind of vanity style, at nothing. And as you turn, feeling stupid, Alara, you look and there are 4 barrels outside the building.
Does everybody else see them or just me?
Yeah, they weren't there, but now they're there.
I'll point to the barrels and be like, "Do you guys see those?"
Do I see the barrels?
Yes, you do.
I see them.
Okay.
There's a
Um,
another door. Huh?
Is there a door again?
There is.
Oh my god.
Then
Just
I'm going to
illusion all
just
along.
I'm going to just reach for the door handle and try to mimic what she did, like jiggling it or whatever, and then just try to walk in still smiling.
You reach for the door handle and you notice that symbol is back on the door as well. And as you try the door handle, it electrocutes you.
My god.
You take 3 points of lightning damage.
There's only one thing to do now.
Burn it down.
Hey, Shed, have you ever been a lumberjack before?
Exactly. I was gonna say shed. Destroy.
I like to
Attack the
practice
door.
on one of the barrels.
Not the barrels, Shed.
I gotta warm up.
Roll an attack. That's actually pretty close spelling. So, congrats. You swing and bring the axe into the side of one of the barrels, and as you do, there's an eruption of fire as the barrel splinters. Give me a dex saving throw.
Oh my god.
Just Shed.
Just Shed. So you get out of the way as the flames seem to hunt you down. They do not move like normal flames. They actually chase Shed for a bit. But you, it's 8 damage, so it's reduced down to 4. As the barrel is now cracked and there's just a small continual flame inside the empty barrel. Or inside the broken barrel.
Is the flame still chasing me?
No, it putters out after a little bit.
Okay.
Is my hair frizzy from being electrocuted?
Just a tiny bit.
Great.
One of your nails is a little blackened with burn.
Awesome.
Maybe don't hit the barrels.
Try the door, Shed.
Didn't mean to click that. Ignore that.
All right. I've built up some confidence. I will go at the door.
You attack the door?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting caught in some like dimensional space now. I don't know what's going on.
So you bring the axe into the wood of the door, and it bounces off. The wood doesn't seem to take any type of impact. You actually twist on the spot as if you just struck into the side of a metal mountain. Your hands ring a little bit with pain before a spark shoots out and strikes at you from the door itself. You take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and lay on hands him for 5.
The symbol on the door.
Disappears,
It's
as well as the barrels disappear.
some kind
Does
of
the door disappear?
ward.
The door is still there, though there's no more handle.
Okay, so the symbol that was there, I wrote down that stone symbol. And now there's only 3 barrels that are disappeared. I'm very confused.
Does anyone have dispel magic, perhaps?
No.
That is a
I
3rd level spell.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Where? Only level 3.
We could still try to set it on fire.
Darn.
So there's a wood roof.
I'm not gonna waste my fire breath on this right now, especially since it's shooting lightning bolts at people.
I wanna circle around the building. Do I see any other points of entry?
You walk around the building, and on the opposite side is a door with a symbol on it, the same symbol, and 4 barrels.
Oh. What about on top of the building? I fly up. Do I see anything?
You fly on top of the building. There's a small chimney that's been capped with a little like metal pyramid. There's a little bit of smoke coming out of it. It has a very pleasant aroma to it.
Those bastards, they're cooking something.
Does the name of the building mean anything to any of us? Valos Sundries or whatever it is.
Not as far as you're aware. Although there are a couple people in the street who have like been making their way home that are kind of chuckling as they walk past, seeing all of you at the front of the building, especially after the fire chased one of you away.
I'm gonna walk up to somebody and be like, "Excuse me, do you know what's up with this building?"
Oh, you're trying to get into Valvos?
Yeah, I've been electrocuted.
Yeah, he does that. Mage. One of those magic types. Yep, absolute ass. He only sells to people he thinks are smart.
I'm
Penelope.
assuming that we have to solve some sort of thing to get in so he can consider us smart.
Yeah. I tried getting in once. Didn't like it. It didn't like me. I didn't like it. Decided not to do it again.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Anytime. I put the symbol in the Discord for you guys to see. Just, a little bit added.
Oh. Cool. So this Valvo character is some kind of cult leader, I'm guessing. And he's playing this town for fools. Anyone else got anything?
So there's 4 barrels now on the other side.
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna be able to get in at all.
I mean, using the player's intelligence, I don't think I can do it, but maybe using Spook's intelligence, I could figure something out.
I don't have any intelligence, so
I'm willing to bet there's something with this building leads underground. That's why they're scaring people out of the mines to keep them out.
I mean, Spook, if you would like, you can roll an intelligence check. I can't
Thanks.
say I will give you much, but
So it's okay. I don't have much intelligence either, so
okay.
we'll see what happens.
You notice each barrel could be opened.
and that's on the back side of the building.
Currently, yes. The front is on the back.
The front
Right.
of the building is on the back.
And if I smile at the front of the building, do the barrels come to the front?
Not this time.
Oh my god.
Can I move the barrel?
The first barrel that you try to move is extremely light.
I'm gonna look at this little symbol. And I'm gonna try to place, if I'm assuming the symbol is the house, I'm going to move the barrel to that side of the house.
Okay. You move one of the barrels, the lightest of the barrels, over to the side of the house.
I open the barrel.
You open the barrel, and a torrent of wind blasts out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to withstand it.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. Or a Strength saving throw. Either one.
4 barrels.
There's a stone symbol on the door. That was wind. There was fire. I'm assuming one of them has some sort of earth or stone in it.
So you get full on leaf blowered in the face, your cheeks puff out, your hair gets blasted back. You're able to endure it for about 10 seconds before you force the lid back closed on the barrel.
Does Spook look silly now?
Yeah.
Spook looks rather silly.
I'm going to giggle at them.
One of these has water and the other one has earth, I guess, for the symbol on the door.
This one's air.
Crash is looking for the heaviest barrel.
It's not hard to find. 2 of the barrels are very light. 2 of the barrels are far heavier, though one of them you can hear a little bit of a sloshing sound when you push it.
Is the other heavy barrel kind of hard to pick up, or?
It is very difficult to pick up.
Shed, I need help.
Can we just open it?
There is a little way to open it, a little hinged lid.
Maybe
Who
don't.
took it to the side of the house, though?
Spook
No,
took
that was the wind one.
air barrel to the side of the house.
I meant that I feel like we should take it to the side since Spook took that one to the side. There's some reason Spook did that.
In case it exploded in all of our faces, maybe?
Spook, why'd you take it to the side of the house?
Well, I was looking at this symbol on the door, and it looks like, I don't know, a tent or a house, and then there's a little dot on the top right, so I was trying to see if you just needed to insert the key in the right place, but that wasn't it.
I'll just open it then.
You open it, and rocks start to pour out of the barrel. And they continue to pour out. More and more rocks. More than could have been in the barrel. What are you doing?
Closing it.
Okay. You get the lid back on, and now there's a small pile of rocks around the barrel.
I don't know what to do.
pick up a rock and walk towards the door.
You pick up a rock, and as you walk towards the door, it clicks and slowly opens.
Oh my goodness.
Can our team name or group name be something about being stupid? Not good with
The
puzzles.
blockheads. I don't know.
Okay, cool. I hesitantly open up the door because I'm a little skittish after being electrocuted.
You push the door open the rest of the way, and you see into a fairly dimly lit room. There's a couple of shelves around with glass cases, and about 10 feet back from the door, there is a table or a desk, a counter, some would say, as you would find in a normal shop. Yes, I know, words. Wonderful.
But we don't see anybody.
You don't see anybody.
I'll slowly follow Alara behind her.
I'm going to walk up and place the rock on the counter.
Okay.
I will pick up a rock too, just in case.
Do the rest of you follow, or do you stay outside?
We're going in.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
going
we're
in.
Going in with a rock too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be subtle about this. I'm just gonna start yelling, Penelope! Penelope!
You walk in, and as the last of you walks in, the door closes behind you. You are all standing in this singular room with a couple of shelves. There's little vials on the walls. There's what looks like weapons set into little cases. Rings just hanging out around on the counter. There's another doorway behind the counter with a beaded curtain. And as Spook starts yelling, you hear a frazzled voice. Just a second.
Is it a male or female voice?
Sounds male.
Well, you're not Penelope.
A figure pushes through the beaded curtain. Older man, human, long white beard that goes to just above his belt, white hair that goes down most of his back, wearing deep purple robes with a gold embroidery. Face, definitely a nose that's been broken multiple times throughout the years and has a little hook to it. Walks out and says, "Of course I'm not Penelope. Who are you? And why are you here? It's late. Shop's closed. Don't know why the door lets you in."
Why did it let Penelope in?
"She has an appointment." "Why? What are you? Who are you? What are you doing here?"
We are the Boulder Heads.
Hey, that's a terrible name, but good for you. You here to buy us something?
We came looking for Penelope and we saw her running here. We needed information. We rescued her from the trolls, and she said something about a shadow man.
We're worried for her safety because we saw the Shadow Man.
Yes, there was a shadow man in town,
Mm.
and also above the quarry. Multiple shadow men.
This is why I don't do it. This is why I don't do it. This is why I don't talk to people. And he turns and he walks back through the beaded curtain.
I think that could have gone better.
I'm going to lift up my rock and knock it on the counter like a bell for like trying to get someone's attention and be like, "Excuse me, what do you sell? What do you do?"
Do we see any sundries around us?
You see quite a few different things. You see different types of cloaks, basic clothing that's been folded up. You see random knickknacks and small items. It's a fairly well-stocked little shop. But eventually he comes back, says, "Oh wait, I've been told that you're fine people. So I guess I'm selling to you. What do you want? I have health potions, I have little magics and tricks." I mean, the shop, and he looks around, isn't very big, so you must not be very rich. So, what do you need?
Isn't very big.
Where-
What, did Drake get your tongue? All of a sudden, you were very talkative a moment ago, and now nothing.
Yeah, we need Penelope. We're not here to buy anything. We're worried for her safety. That whole thing.
Oh. Right. Fine. Oh yeah, and he walks away again.
I'm gonna follow him.
Also following.
So you all step around the counter and through the beaded curtain, and you see a long hallway that he is walking down. It's about 40 or 50 feet long.
This is never a good idea.
Wait, how long did you say it was?
About 40 or 50 feet for the
Are we
hallway.
in a wizard tower now?
40 or 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
This is the TARDIS, man. We're in the TARDIS. Okay, I'm just gonna keep following him.
Okay. He walks for a little bit, looks left and right, and then takes a left door out of sight and continues down another long hallway until he comes out of a door behind you guys a little bit.
Shenanigans.
Of course there's shenanigans. You've wandered into a wizard's home, and you were rude enough to follow him into his private areas. We'll see if you get out. I'm just kidding, it's this way.
I will try to
Following him.
stealthily. I will try to stealthily slip my rock into Rash's pocket.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Ten for passive perception.
Rash, you feel a rock hit you in the thigh and then get kind of shoved into your pocket.
Thank you, Fingers.
I was just keep walking.
Eventually, you all follow Valvo, as you're assuming, into what seems to be a very nice sitting room. There's a large hearth burning. There's a cup of tea set out in front of a pair of chairs, high-backed, well cushioned. There's books all along the walls, and sitting in one of the chairs, you see Penelope, who is a little shocked to see the lot of you. As Valvo walks in and says, "Look at this. You've already been saved again. Twice in under 24 hours. Either way, I will see you in the morning for the start of what you've agreed to. This is why I don't talk to people." And he looks to all of you. "There, I've shown you what you wanted. The shop will see you out when you're done. Don't take anything or it will kill you." He walks to a trapdoor and lifts it up and starts to make his way down. Halfway down, he says, "I wasn't kidding about that part." And he closes the trapdoor above him.
I'm gonna yell at the trapdoor and be like, "I love your home! Okay, bye!"
And you see if there's no response, but there is now a cleaned and well put together Penelope sitting in one of the chairs, looking at all of you, just a little amazed. "Hi."
Hey Penelope, you're looking better.
Thank you. Yes.
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Well, it's a little embarrassing to say. I saw how strong all of you were, and all the magic and fire and everything you all did, and well, Edrith is the only wizard for a long while, so I asked to be his apprentice.
Congratulations. Did he say yes?
He did. He seemed very annoyed about it, but yes. So apparently I have to come back in the morning. He says I have to run the shop and that I'll learn magic by doing it.
Is that true?
I don't know. I hope so.
Well,
It's super
wizards,
exciting.
you know. Well, congratulations.
Penelope, we came here because we were worried for your safety. We
Yeah.
saw the Shadow Man and we remember you talking about him. So now we would like to talk about that and get your thoughts on that.
You saw him? The man covered in smoke? Those burning eyes?
Spook?
That doesn't exactly sound like the description.
We saw what we assumed was the Shadow Man. We saw people wearing cloaks and masks in the distance.
When
We
did you see
Assume
Shadow
they're
Man?
connected.
She seems to be getting nervous again, but she sets down the tea and wraps her arms around herself. When the trolls set up the camp, their fire erupted into this black flame, and the fire started talking to them, and it looked like a person with red glowing eyes. He said he was waiting for me at he was going to be at Lance Rock, and that's where they were taking me, which is why I wanted to learn magic so I could better defend myself.
At Lance Rock, you say?
How far away is that from here?
Lance Rock, it's like a day or two travel to the south.
Well, now we know our next destination.
And being a wizard's sorcerer apprentice, whatever he is, I'm assuming that means you have his protection now too, so that's even better news for you.
Well, that's the hope, yes.
So we go to Lance Rock to find this shadow figure, but what's with the people with the cloaks and masks scaring people, dwarves in the quarry?
I don't know.
Okay, guys.
This seems like two different things.
There's a lot going on here.
This town is pretty messed up.
Penelope, do you know if it was like targeted specifically for you? Because he mentioned waiting for you, or was it? Did it have something to do specifically with who you are?
I'm a nobody. I'm not important.
No one is not important.
Truer words were never spoken. And was there talk of another troll that we didn't see? Or was I imagining that? Is there an actual other troll that just wasn't there?
There was only ever the two that I saw.
And they didn't speak of another troll?
They were talking about the man that they were going to give her to. I just assumed it was another troll. I didn't know that trolls could work for shadow men.
But just in case of another troll attack while we go to this rock place, we should probably maybe come back here tomorrow if we're allowed to and see if there's anything that, shoots fire.
That sounds like a good idea.
Does seem like a good idea.
So we should go now back to the inn.
Did he say we had?
Escort. Yes, Penelope, are you staying here or going back to your?
I was gonna be heading home. I just made the deal with him.
Okay. I think we should see you home and then head back to the inn ourselves.
Sounds good. And she gets up. Do you know how to get out of here?
This way.
We said
Yeah,
the house would show us out.
I'm gonna lead the way with confidence, even having 0.
Okay. So you start heading out the best you can remember the direction that you came in, and eventually you do find your way through a side door back into the main shop area. And as you do, Valvo walks through one of the back beaded curtains and looks around and says, "What the hell am I doing here?"
Hi, Valvo. We're on
Yeah.
our way out.
Right. Good.
We'll be back tomorrow to buy some stuff.
Why?
Bye.
Love your house.
Good night.
No, if you're coming back tomorrow, buy it now. I don't want to wake up for pointless things.
That's fair.
Okay, well, then what all do you have that deals fire?
I have alchemist fire. That does fire. Why do you need fire? Don't you
Just
exhale
case.
it?
Very minimal.
Right. I have alchemist fire. I have torches. I have flint. I have oils. The alchemist fire is 25 gold. A vial. You open the vial, it lights on fire. Anything hit by the liquid is on fire. It's a great little tool for making fire. I also have some failed scrolls of fireball. They don't explode, they don't shoot fireballs, but they do burn for a day, week, month, depending upon how big the fuck up was.
What do you
I'll
say?
buy 4 of the alchemist fires.
Perfect.
I can't remember who all used torches, but should we replenish those? I don't remember.
I didn't use any torches. I don't have torches. I just picked up a burning log.
Oh yeah, then it was Farash, and I stole his torch and threw it at. I used one of my torches. I'm going to replenish my 1 torch, and then also look into health potions.
I mean, while we're here, I mean, anything else anyone wants to take a look at?
I recommend getting some Alchemist Fire if we do have to deal with another troll.
Yeah, but that just puts them on fire. So it's like,
Which stops them from regenerating.
yeah. Maybe some defenses, offensive stuff, anything with a cool effect. Some
That's
you
this
looking
whole
for more
sword for
drugs?
cool effect.
Finkus, are you looking for more drugs?
perhaps.
Sounds like he's looking for more drugs.
Listen, I have potions that can make you talk with animals. I have potions that can make you climb faster. I have two types of health potions, the minor as well as the standard. And I have potions that make it so you can breathe underwater. The minor health potions are 50 gold apiece. The lesser health potions are 250 gold apiece. I only have 3 of the minor and 1 of the lesser. If you need a spell scroll, I have some basic ones I can whip up for you.
Some basic spell scrolls, you say? What would those be about?
Simple things like mage armor, shield, detect magic, comprehend language, unseen servant. Each are 25 gold. A scroll.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna
2
buy
of
a
the
minor
detect magic.
All right. So 4 alchemist fire and 2 detect magic scrolls. That'll be 150 gold. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna get a minor health potion.
Very good. Very good. I'm sorry, you were on the other side of the warp when you said that. What?
Spook's done. He's good, not doing anything.
Okay. Does he normally talk in the third person?
Yes.
Oh. To each their own.
Should I recommend Alchemist Fire?
But I can breathe fire.
You can breathe.
Oh wait, no, I can't.
No, you can't.
I don't think we need that many alchemist fires.
The
It's
silver
not-
dragon's like, I breathe fire. Wait.
It just puts them on fire, and it's like a per round thing, unless they put it out. So
Plus, are we really thinking that we're gonna have that big of a troll situation? Like, there's only a possibility.
We don't have to
Just in
just use
case.
it on trolls.
it's a
It
just
can be
in
for
case.
other things as well. A person on fire is not going to attack you as much as a person not on fire.
True
I'll just
words.
pyro. I think, are you gonna get anything, or are we done?
I don't have any money, so I guess we're good.
That's why the shop's so small.
I mean, Spook has your money, but that's fine too. Okay. I'm gonna pull out a flower that I still had left over from Spook's destroyed flower crown and give it to Valos and be like, okay, bye-bye now.
Thank you. He takes it, looking at it very warily. Are you a fae?
No, though, I mean, I do speak Sylvan, so I mean, there's that. But goodbye, and I walk out.
As you start to walk out, there's a small little pebble floating in front of you. It's very nice. It's very shiny. It says, "A gift for a gift."
Oh my gosh, I take it and I examine it thoroughly.
It's just a really pretty pebble.
That's so nice. I'm gonna put it in a special pocket.
But you all head out through the open door of the shop, out into the night. Penelope walks with, like a ghost, her white dress out in the dark. It's honestly not someone you would want to see in a dark alley, just because it would freak the shit out of me. But still, she follows you out, and as you make it out, you glance back. You didn't hear it, but the door closed apparently, and the shop is back to its normal, though there is a new front to the shop. There's a circular pattern that's been cut into the front of the shop, and it looks like the door has been segmented and shifted into multiple circles.
He does not want us back in there.
He does not.
We're just not smart enough to come back.
Just to be
Did
honest.
anybody catch that he called us broke?
Well, did anyone catch that he only sells to people who can open his door, and not very many can open his door?
I would just like to state that he implied that if we're richer, the bigger the shop is, and I think that's super cool.
Yeah, but we also have to be able to get in the shop, so.
Fair.
He's losing.
Anyway, back to
He's-
Penelope's. Yeah.
Yep, back to Penelope's. Also, did everyone make sure to keep track of what they got?
Yeah, I have a really nice shiny pebble.
Yep.
Okay.
And money was exchanged properly for the prices he gave, unless any of you tried to steal anything.
I stole a ring.
No.
I'm just
Oh my
kidding.
god, no.
Kidding.
All right, so you all head through the town. Pell is still walking without shoes, but as you get close to her house, she says, "Okay, I can make it from here. Gran doesn't know that I snuck out, and I don't want her to. So if we
Fair.
could..." Perfect. Thank you again so much, and good luck with the Shadow Man and the cloaked figures, whether they're working together or not. Just be safe.
You too, Pell. Stay safe.
Fresh bells.
She gives a little
Laura
smile and
hugs her.
then she accepts the hug. And then quietly sneaks off back to her house. Oh shit.
If her
yeah.
gran woke up, she'd be so mad at her.
You want me to yell? Is that what you said?
No, I said if she woke up, she'd be so mad. She should have left a note.
Yeah, family's funny, huh, Spook?
I wouldn't know.
I head back to the tavern.
You guys are funny. Let's go. Let's go to the tavern and go get our sleep schedule back on the right track.
Okay. So y'all head back, get a little more food or whatnot, and clock out for the rest of the night.
Party in my
Working.
own room.
Yeah.
Get scared, like in the middle of the night, and go to Spook's room.
Spook size.
Yeah. Morning comes. You all wake. You all wake with your spells still there, as nobody used any. What little damage you took from the magic shop has healed, and the day is yours. What do you do?
Let's go get breakfast and talk about what we need to do.
I guess it's at this point deciding which one's more of a pressing matter, dealing with whatever's happening here or going to Lance Rock.
I think Lance Rock, but
I agree, Lance Rock.
Uh,
The dwarves seem to be able to handle themselves.
There's just not enough information about these cloaked people that we have. I feel they're connected somehow, so the rock would be the thing to go to.
Shid, do you have any input on that?
I think Lance Rock makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, unless we want to.
he hasn't led us astray yet, so I think we follow Shed now.
Unless we want to
Shed
go
is-
work in the mines and become miners.
I'm good.
Shed is the one to follow.
You're now our leader, Shed.
Do we know where Lance Rock is?
It is 1 to 2 days to the south.
We need a map. Let's go do that right now.
What a great idea.
You're getting
back to the
smarter,
map
young
shop.
one.
So, where do you go, or where do you inquire about a map?
I'm talking to the person who runs this tavern.
Okay.
Kaylee.
You go up to Kaylee, and as you get up to her, she puts away her journal and says, "A map.
A map.
I could get one for you. Yes. Did you want the surrounding area or something bigger?"
Something
Probably
bigger.
Something a little bigger.
Can we get both just in case?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, if that's possible, we'd like both. If only one, just the surrounding area, or I mean the bigger area.
I'll see about getting you a map for the bigger area then first.
Thank you.
And she goes and talks with one of her staff, and she hands them a little pouch, and the staff member runs out of the building. About 10-15 minutes, they come back and hand you a little scroll.
Roll.
And as you open it up, you see the Desarin Valley.
Yes.
There it is.
Red Larch being right there.
And there's Lance Rock. I will. Like, how much is this map?
1 hex equals about 4 miles.
1 hex is 4 miles, but how much did the map cost?
2 gold.
I give her 3 gold.
She looks at you and smiles and says, "Well, thank you very much. A tip is always appreciated."
Keep up the good work. And I'll go back over to everyone and show them the map.
All right.
Was that a tip, or were we just bad at math?
Probably bad at math.
What is a tip if you aren't bad at math? I beg that.
Exactly. I mean, I can live off 2 gold for like my entire life, so we're pretty rich right now.
And you might have to live off 2 gold for the rest of your life.
I'm getting good at it. Well, how much gold do we collectively have right now, guys?
We do have that bag of gems that I think is still with Shid, which is
Yeah, can I-
200.
Can I spread that around to give everyone 50 each?
Or we can buy a wagon and ride in style.
Oh my goodness.
This is why you're not allowed to carry money.
How much
Oh
is
my
that camel again?
How much is what?
The camel?
Oh my god. I forgot. about the camel.
DM,
I
how much
forgot
is a
about the camel.
camel?
Man, okay. Let's see. I think I have a page for that.
I know we can get like a donkey for cheap.
Yeah, is there also a local camel dealer here?
So, if you ask, there is a wagon work nearby. Oh, look at that. The glossary does not say camel. Who would have thought? Let me actually check the proper wagon work. But you are directed. So many in between pages.
I think a camel was like, I want to say around 50 or so. I know donkeys were cheaper. They were like 20 or something.
Whalevers Wagon Works.
Ooh.
And they also do sell beasts of burden and riding animals.
Do they also sell wagons?
Yes. Surprisingly enough.
I want to ask Kaylee if she knows anything about Lance Rock.
Lance Rock, it's a small mountain to the southwest of town. Not many people go up there just because it's a bit of a difficult climb, heavy forest around that area.
Is it relatively dangerous or just because it's hard to climb?
I mean, yeah, you could consider it relatively dangerous. During the colder months, occasional Yetis will set up there. Though they don't come this far down the hills towards Red Larch. Otherwise, large cats, goblins, the like.
Trolls,
Thank you.
perhaps?
Trolls this far south? No, not too often. Normally don't see trolls except for around Black Maw Bog to the north, just before Tribor.
What if we told you that we saved Penelope from trolls?
And I would say that there's trolls in the area now, and that would make it far more dangerous. Should I let people know that there are trolls nearby?
Well, there were trolls. We killed
we killed them.
two. So it's always good to be on the lookout.
Possible trolls. Okay. I'll let people know. And she takes a note down in her little journal.
I think we should have probably told people like when we got back immediately. Crash. We might
I
be
guess we
bad at
assumed
that.
Penelope would.
All right. So, what'd she say? Possible goblins and something else?
It's dangerous up there.
It's just dangerous. Well, what now? Shed is the man with the money and the plan, so are we walking or are we riding?
We should probably ride.
Ooh.
We can
Well,
afford it.
Lance Rock is not. It's kind of off the beaten path. So is that easy to ride?
A little bit.
For the most part, no. Through like the woods and stuff, without a decent path, like horses and camels aren't exactly going to have the easiest time.
Well, if we ever have
On
to
foot we
to
go.
another- Yeah, if we ever have to go to another city with this map we have, then I guess it'd be convenient.
Well, if it's only 4 miles away, we're probably fine kind of hoofing that.
Yeah. one day we'll ride.
So are we letting She'd keep the gems or whatever? Or do
I'm
you not want
passing
that?
it around.
Okay, how are you splitting that up?
As best as I can, so it's 50 gold pieces each.
Okay. Well, it's 50 gold worth of gems. They're gems.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Are
guess
you
how many of
working-
those do you want for your spending money?
They're just rocks. It's not gold. What are you talking about?
Alright, I'll hold on to them for you.
No. I like the shiny rocks.
Speaking of shiny rocks, Ilara has a shiny rock.
I'm going to glare at Spook and say if anybody takes my shiny rock, I will hit them.
Yeah, but Shed gave me these rocks.
Onward to Lance Rock, or are we going to buy more things for the journey?
I assume we've been walking this entire time.
Okay, so you head out of the tavern with your gear and everything, out of the town.
Quick question. Are we keeping our room keys to come back?
The
for
rooms
a
are
month?
yours for a month.
Okay.
But yeah, you start to head down south along the long road before breaking off. You notice there's a decent amount of people heading into town, as Red Larch is one of the major trading posts between Amphail and the Vale, as well as Westbridge and Belliard. They also, it is one of the first points that would get any type of help from Summit Hall, though you don't know what that is. But the only thing that really catches your eye as you're heading out of the town is one individual who is far larger than the rest of the rest of the travelers heading into town. You saw them heading out of town a couple of days ago when you first arrived. This almost 11-foot tall man with a unkept curly brown beard and very similar curly brown hair that covers most of his face and head. He glares at the lot of you as you're leaving town, but doesn't seem to say anything, but makes his heavy footsteps known as he's walking through with a travel pack over his shoulder. Has a very don't talk to me demeanor about him. But you continue along your conversations heading out of town and start heading through the woods towards Lance Rock. Who's leading the way?
Shed.
Yes.
Shed is our leader.
Okay. Then Shed, give me a survival check. Alright. So it's a tough trip as you make your way off the road and into the trees and up the hill, as it is a constant climb up. This is the path that your parents took to school every day. It's just not snowing yet. You keep going, and about halfway through the day, you start to see tracks about different game animals. Keep going the rest of the day, and the tracks kind of die off. The forest is quieter than it has been the last couple hours. around nightfall, you think you're getting close to the upper parts of the mountain. You're not sure where you're looking for or what you're looking for, but the only sound is your heavy breathing. Give me another survival check, and I'll allow one person give me a perception check too.
We'll guide Shed, so he gets to plus D4. We rolled really well.
Take it anyways.
Finkus, are you flying?
I
Are
will
you...
fly for perception and guide myself.
You wouldn't have been able to guide Shed if you were guiding yourself and flying.
That's true. Shed can have the guidance.
Okay. You guys almost lose track of Finkus again.
Spook doesn't seem worried about it.
I see the end from here.
Hey guys, I'm back. Wait. What page am I wanting? This one. This is the important stuff. Well, we'll see. After another couple of hours, you get to the twilight starting to settle in, and Spook is becoming
Happy.
Yep. But Shed, you catch sight of a tunnel ahead, a cave that's carved into the stonework of the mountain itself, and you see multiple footsteps that would very much resemble the troll or trolls that you fought. A heavy path in and out that's been taken multiple times.
I communicate that to the rest of the group, and then kind of look over at Brash like you were right.
So what's the plan, guys?
Guns a-blazing?
You have guns?
Just these.
Hey yo.
Ha.
Are we? Because we just basically been marching the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we feel like if we were to go down into this thing, we'd be exhausted?
No. Exhaustion hasn't settled in yet. That's a ways off.
Well, I have my trusty great axe to get us out if we need to. I say we can go in.
Wait, what are we? Aren't we like? Where are we?
Give me 1 sec to settle.
I'm actually lost. We got like the entrance to something. I thought we just found some tracks like leading out of.
Tracks
Or is
leading
it-
into a cave.
Oh, into a cave. Okay.
Might be a tunnel.
Let's see. Let me know if you can see anything.
I can see something.
Yes.
All right, that worked. Hey, it's not half bad. I'm actually gonna, just to save me time in the future, edit, remove, yes, select, save, resave everybody's character tokens. Now that I've done it properly for the first time ever.
Hey.
Although I feel like I did this last time now that I think about it. So maybe it's just not saving my changes. Who knows? However, the path that you see forward is to the right of where your characters are currently.
You guys want to do it? You want to go in?
Oh,
Yeah. Is there anything we should prep before we go in?
it's gonna be dark in there either way, so
I can share my dark vision.
unless we want light, that would help me. I don't know if
Does
help-
it look like I would have trouble swinging my sword inside of the cave?
From where you're standing, the cave entrance looks to be about 20 feet wide, and some of the foliage actually continues into the cave, though there is a heavy set of footprints. You'd have to get closer, though, to properly inspect.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, whenever we're all ready to move up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go properly inspect it.
all right. Whoever's moving forward first, give me an investigation check.
You don't want that to be me.
All right. So, and actually, let me.
I'm busy asking Vrash for like a couple torches.
I can give you one.
Don't give him
I
anything.
just one.
You're never gonna get one back.
Well, it's a torch. I don't need it back.
You know, I'll take that. Thankfully, and maybe a tinderbox if you have it.
We'll wait till we get to the entrance of the cave here.
There you go. You'd rather have light than dark vision?
This is for just in case.
All right.
So,
I still have plenty of oil left.
Jesus.
I just need a way to light it.
as you all move forward and look, the cave mouth opens into darkness from which a breeze blows through. There's a slight metallic scent to the air as it leaves the cave. Inside, you see natural cave walls, floor, ceiling. Though the passage leads off to the left, out of sight.
Is this off of their investigation?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to stealth in, being weary of traps.
Okay, give me your own investigation check as you're looking for traps.
Just whistle if it's safe.
Do you want me to give you a stealth check too?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm shit at everything right now. That's fine. This is all fine.
I believe in yeah. All right. So many tabs, so many windows. Oh right, I can just look over there. So as you head in front of the party, you do notice along the path to the left, and it's probably where that metallic smell is coming from, there is well, it looks to be a corpse laying in a pool of blood. Sprawled out on its back, only really wearing leather breeches, its chest heavily carved.
Does it look recent?
You would have to get far closer to tell.
I'm gonna sit back out and be like, there's a dead body in there.
Spook's interested in seeing it. He likes gross things. So I'll get in there as quietly as I can and investigate this dead body.
Okay, give me a stealth check too, please.
That's a 16.
Okay, so you head up to the body, away from the rest of the party. You have to get all the way up to here till you're next to the body. Looks like a man, though the face is heavily crushed. Arm definitely broken. Roll a medicine check if that's, or what are you looking for?
How he died and how recently.
Okay, so then yeah, medicine check.
Oops.
You're probably thinking the evisceration is what killed him. The time frame, he's definitely started to rot. Your overall like inspection of the body though is interrupted as the corpse reaches up and grabs you by the throat. Does a 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
So you pull back in time as a broken undead hand claws out at your throat. And the body starts to shift and stutter as it's pushing itself up.
I'm going to make it a little yelp sound so the other party members know that something went wrong.
And let me get initiative from all of you.
Well, I can probably see it, right? Because I saw the corpse from where I was.
Yep.
Cool. Initiative.
Oh, dang it.
Yikes.
Oh, make sure to click your token when you roll initiative.
Hey.
Otherwise, if you didn't, I can add a turn order for you and you can just type it in.
I forgot.
How could you?
You're the only one that does this. It's so cool.
All right. So it Spook got a 6. Is everybody else on there? Yeah, it looks right. I think. Yeah. All right, and reorganize. So, you hear a yelp from inside the cave, and Finkus, you're the first to react.
I assume it's very dark, so I can't see anything.
It is pitch black past this point.
Okay. So I will go 25 speed. Can I get anywhere near Spook? About there. My full speed 25.
So at 25 feet, you get just around the corner, and you can see Spook is pushing off what looks like a man on the ground who's trying to strangle him.
Oh my goodness. Spook, I gotta help. Oh man. That man looks very weird. I will do that.
Okay, so Sacred Flame at disadvantage because it's still prone. That is a 4 to dodge, so roll damage.
Okay. 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay. So as the zombie is on the ground clawing out at Spook, there's a crackle and then a burst of radiant light that lights up the tunnel in both directions. You see it continue off further into more darkness as the flames erupt around the zombie, and it snarls, and it's still what's the right word? It's still attempting to get to its feet.
Shambling.
Thank you. That's what I was looking
Struggling. Something with an S.
for. That's the end of your turn.
That's it.
Okay. That makes it then Shed, your turn.
Am I able to use my action surge to move twice in a turn?
Yeah, so it would be your movement and then your action surge action to move again, and then you'd still have one action left.
Okay. I think I want to, move. I guess I don't need to get. No, I'll just get right up in there.
Okay. So
So
mark
I'll
that
use
off
my-
for today.
Yeah, action surge to do that. So that's my. I think that's my bonus action to use action surge, right?
Action surge doesn't take any action to use.
Hmm.
So you still have your main action and a bonus action left.
Okay. I will at least want to swing at him using my main action.
All right, roll to hit. Yeah, 22 hits.
Close, but I still don't know.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
So you rush forward, and with Dehar, you bring the axe down and cleave off one of its arms entirely as it lets out this inhuman that echoes throughout the halls. But that is your turn, as it looks fucked up, but I mean, it was also already a dead body, so it's hard to tell. That makes it Alara, your turn.
Okay. So 30 feet here-ish. I guess I'm gonna move. And bruh, I don't know. Let's see. I got too distracted by how to pronounce Durhar or how to spell it.
Well, see, now I can't tell you guys.
Okay, that's fine. I guess I'm gonna try and use Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay.
Because I'm a bard and I don't ever use it.
A wisdom saving throw. It rolled a 16.
Oh, that's nice.
Even though it had a -2, so I believe it saves. So I don't even know if Vicious Mockery works on the undead when they're not smart.
I don't know either. I don't have really anything to use, so I didn't mean to click that. I keep clicking them by accident. Whatever, I'm fumbling and panicked, and that's my turn.
You're supposed to say something mean to the zombie so it takes
Yes.
damage.
So what do you say to the zombie, just because I want to know?
I say, you are dead, and that's not cool. Stop hurting people. Okay, bye. That's what I said.
Oh no. So it does save, though in Vicious Mockery it need not understand you. And it doesn't say anything about intelligence level, so Vicious Mockery does work on the dumb and undead. That's fun. But it doesn't seem to fully hear you, apparently, as it held together its undead wisdom. Anyway, that is the end of Alara's turn. That makes it the zombie's turn, who is going to now swing. It is going to pick up its fallen arm and swing it at Shed. And crit. Oh, okay. It clocks you for a total of 12 damage, as you were not expecting it to have this much of a battle plan.
I want to use my reaction, use my one vengeful assault so I can attack him since I got hit.
Sounds good. A 14 definitely hits. As you make certain to cleave off the other arm this time. So 18. You cleave off the other arm and it stumbles for a second but seems to hold itself together. So it is now armless and is looking to try to bite with its broken jaw.
Oh no, it's gonna infect everyone.
But that makes it Spook, your turn.
It's looking pretty rough, right?
It's looking like it should have already gone down.
Life change.
His life is in shambles. Okay. I'm probably not gonna use my channel divinity on it if it's almost dead. So I will hit it with the thing.
All right, roll to hit.
How do I do it? Ah! I'm panicking. Okay. Did I do it? No. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Panicking.
So we'll take the first one.
I panicked.
It's perfectly fine. However, an 8 does hit.
Jeez, this thing is terrible. All right, let's do it.
I mean, it already died once. You have to click the word mace in the chat area, and it'll roll damage.
It's been too long.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
It's that extra week you made us take off.
I
Now
know,
we don't
right?
have to play.
5 bludgeoning damage. All right, so you clock it,
Caught in everything.
and one of its ears comes off with your mace, but it is still going.
Do I know anything about undead? I feel like I would have some information about this. Do I know like fire or?
You could roll a either Arcana or Religion check.
Okay.
I'll allow that. Yeah. You know that a lot of basic undead, zombies and skeletons and such, have a strength within them where they can ignore the return to death, through use of their constitution. Basically, you either have to crit or hit it with radiant damage, or do just a redunculous amount of damage to it, are the best ways to take care of a zombie.
Damn, I wish I had thought before I hit it with the pointy thing.
Yep.
Do I have time to say that out loud? Hit it with radiant damage?
Sure, yeah, I'll allow that.
Thanks.
But that makes it now Vrash, your turn.
Okay, can I move? I only have 30 speed, right? So can I like move right where Finkus is?
Yeah, that'd put you at 30.
It's not gonna like be weird though. I can move
You
like,
can't
move
end
this
your
way.
movement inside somebody else's square,
Okay,
but
I
like
can go
right
in
there
front
would be
of my
fine.
character. Yeah, that's what. And then I'm gonna do this.
Oh shit. Guiding bolt hits, roll damage. Just because I want to see how much it does. Yeah. So you hit multiple criterias there with that one. You come around the corner, and as you do, you build up the divine energy in your sword and point it out towards the zombie. As it strikes into its chest, you hear a low as whatever soul that had been possessing the body is pushed and shunted away. The corpse falls back to the ground, now properly a corpse.
Okay, can I like look around to make sure there's not any other corpses?
Or roll a perception check. You don't see any in this room.
I think this would be a good time for me to share my dark vision with everyone now that we're in the dark.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't need dark vision. I have dark vision, but everybody else.
I can share my 300-foot dark vision with 3 people.
I have 0 vision. That would be
Just
amazing.
constantly 0 vision.
Just
Yep,
blind.
in the dark specifically, yes.
Also, Shed, give me a perception check.
Oh, I percepted.
Nice. So Vrash, you don't see any other bodies around. As those of you gain more vision through Spook's ability, Shed, you kind of glance back the way you came, like you have this slight draw that way, and they're just little fairy light like orbs trailing behind you that lead in the direction of the entrance of the cave. And you look down as they connect to one of the gems in the axe that you have. And you realize you know the way to the surface.
Guys, it's doing the thing. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see?
No one else can see it.
Can I see anything yet, actually?
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
I have my own barrels.
Nice.
I'm definitely going to pretend I see it as well and be excited for him.
What is it you all see? I don't see anything.
Oh man, you can't see that?
What am I supposed to be seeing?
That.
I guess I'm going to do. Well, I guess I'm just gonna like start walking forward.
Okay.
I am going to attempt to stealth and investigate for traps.
Okay, give me a stealth and an investigation.
We'll see if this time I do better. Stealth, investigation. Well,
Much better on the investigation.
at least one of them. You know, not the, thing that I'm, super good at or anything. That one I didn't get a good roll on.
And what's the overall marching order?
Well, I was just, while they fawned over...
Where we are now?
While they fawned over his axe, I was just gonna go ahead. But I mean, that's fine.
Okay. Well then, if you guys are keeping this close together, is everybody stealthing as well, or is that why Alara failed?
Yeah.
I'm why she failed.
Wow.
I didn't know we were stealthing, guys. I wasn't aware. I was just still talking to Shed about how his cool thing is.
Okay.
Stealthing's it's to finish.
I'm side-eyeing Spook.
You rolled a 1 and then a 20.
The amount of times that happens is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I will be moving the party, so hold to this order. But as you're moving forward, you come into the next room.
I did get a 20 on investigation, even if it's not natural.
Yep. Coming into this next room, you see a round hide-ceilinged cave opens up, and there's two narrow exits, one to the left and one to the right. A flat boulder sits in the center of the cave. It's about 6 feet across, 8 feet long, and 3 feet high. Dark stains color the top of the boulder and around onto the ground on either side. And two things fall from a ledge above the entrance onto Spook and Alara.
Spook will yelp again to let everyone know that he's in trouble.
Was it like something that hurt, or like?
Startled the crap out of me.
As two zombies fall
Oh my
onto the
God.
two of you.
No.
I'm just gonna sigh.
Guys, I don't have enough spell slots for this.
And,
Okay, me and Spook have cantrips for this.
give me a new initiative. And let me change the music to something a little better for this.
Oh, I didn't click my guy.
How
Why?
could you?
There's always one of us that fails at doing that.
Well, my initiative is the same as it was last time, so.
Well, that works then. Let me pull up this chat again. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. All right. So, wow. Okay, thank you, zombies, for spreading out properly, I guess. Oh yeah, you did get the exact same.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the top with Finkus, as there is a zombie right in front of you now.
Tiger flame.
So it's another dex save. This time regular. It rolled a 16 to save.
Ooh.
So this zombie actually pushes out of the way as Spook is in its arms for the most part, but it does not get hit by the burst of fire and radiant energy.
That's unfortunate.
Do you have a bonus action or anything you'd like to do?
I do have a bonus action actually. But I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us next to Spook. There's zombies on you and Alora.
I would like to guiding bolt the one that's on me. Is it with disadvantage if it's that close?
Yes, it would be.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
All right, roll to hit.
What spell is this? Oh.
An 11 still hits. Roll damage. Just like with your weapon, you have to click the word guiding bolt in the text chat. There you go. So you hit it. Basically, as it's on you, there's an eruption of twilight light, a mix of bright sunlight and shadow that in a very yin-yang pattern rips through the zombie. It does not fell it, but it does look like it was severely hurt by this. It is also glowing for the next attack to have advantage on.
Huzzah!
And that was your action. I cannot see what you put in the chat, Rash.
It was me trying to click the show spell description. It didn't work.
Yeah, I did that earlier, and I don't know why it doesn't work.
Okay. Spook, do you have a bonus action, move, or anything?
I choose to do nothing else.
All right, that makes it Shed, your turn.
Did you say these zombies were on them? Like they landed on them?
They landed on them, but for the most part, they aren't grappling or covering them currently.
Gosh.
They like land on us and then roll off.
Yeah.
Am I prone?
No,
Okay, cool.
they weren't heavy enough.
I wanna try to grapple this one that fell on Alara.
Okay. Roll an athletics check. And it will do the same. So you grab it by the scruff of its neck and lift it off Alara as its arms are just kind of like waving out. You have it properly grappled.
I guess that's all I can do, right? 'Cause that's my action.
Yep, for the most part.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. That makes it that zombie's turn, so it is going to try and claw and bite at you. That's a 15 to hit, Shed.
That does not hit.
Okay. So it claws and it's just getting scale and armor and just can't get at you. Alara, that makes it your turn.
If I try to stab at said grappled zombie, will it hurt him at all? Shed.
No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to try and attack it.
25 hits, roll damage.
Critting.
Yeah, that's a crit. That's gotta hurt.
I did so much damage just now, guys. Did you see that?
So you whip the rapier up and you just remove the jaw from the head, as it now just has this open flap into its throat, as it is no longer able to bite anybody.
Nice. I'm gonna like look at Shed and be like, did you see that? Did you see that? And then that ends my turn.
All right. That makes it Vrash, your turn.
Cool. How fucked up is the one that Spook hit?
The one that Spook hit is looking really messed up.
Okay. I guess I should probably try to hit that one, because if I try to move, it'll attack me. So I'll go ahead and swing on that one.
Seven just misses.
Well,
Oh wait, no, you had advantage, so 17 hits. Because, yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll do that and smite it.
Okay.
Which is 1 so and then an extra, so 3d8, is that right?
Yep. So you bring the longsword down, and there's another blast of light as you just completely segment this zombie in two, it falling now re-dead to the ground.
Get smoke.
Really?
It's my time to shine.
Yeah, undead paladins and undead are just, that's a fun night.
That is.
We have one more spell slot though, so we're kind of
You're blowing your load, bro.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if this was a long dungeon.
it would be.
But yes, Shed, grappling just lowers their movement to 0. After a proper grapple, you can move into restraining them, and then yeah, you can build it up by levels that way if you'd like.
Okay. All right.
But otherwise, you can always just rip its head off. I just assume that's a thing you have the capability to do since you're fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm limited to do that only 10 times a day though.
Ah, okay. Well, it is now the turn of the zombie that is on the ground dead, so it don't do nothing. That makes it Finkus, your turn.
Is this one? This is the one that's grappled.
Yeah, this one.
So it can't move. Sacred Flame?
Yep, it rolls with disadvantage because it is grappled. That is a 9.
Awesome, yes.
It takes 3 radiant damage.
Did it, guys.
So Shed, as you're holding this zombie, it just bursts into a black and white flame for a second before going back to how it was, now more singed and still struggling without its jaw. But that makes it now Spook, your turn.
I too will Sacred Flame.
Sounds good. That is a 17.
Oh. Oh no, it passed.
That means that it rolled a 19 on the dice because it has a -2 to dex.
Damn. Is it still grappled? Was it with disadvantage or no?
Oh, right, it is with disadvantage. That's a -1.
Aha! So I did hit it.
You did hit it for 1 damage. As there's a slightly smaller but still substantial burst of radiant energy that hits this
He's getting
zombie.
wrecked.
It is still struggling though. Shed, it is your turn.
I would like to attempt to pull its head off.
All right, give me an attack roll. Just use what you use for the axe normally. Okay. Now give me a straight strength check.
20 days.
So you put one hand on this thing's shoulder, gripping its hair with the other hand, and twist and pop. And the body continues to stand and swing its arms around as you now have the head, which is making a weird gurgling sound with what little bit of the vocal cords came with it. Both are still animated, but are now separate.
I feel like I'm gonna regret doing this.
No,
I
there's
mean-
2 zombies.
I'm able to like throw it on the ground and like stamp my foot on it?
On your next turn, yeah, sure.
Okay. Then I think I'm done for now.
All right. That makes it now the zombie's turn. It has no idea what it's swinging at, so it's just going to swing randomly. That is a attack at Shed with a slam. It is a natural one, which is fitting. And then for the head, it has no jaw anymore, so it just gurgles and sputters ichor. Alara, it is your turn. There is a zombie in 2 parts next to you.
I'm gonna stab the main body.
All right, roll the hit.
Stab.
18 definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
Boom.
So you stab into the chest and are able to feel that you remove some ribs from the proper spinal column, and it is having more trouble staying standing, but it's still going.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right, and Vrash is on you now.
I'm gonna try to grapple the body.
Okay, roll an athletics check or athletics for grabbing people. And so you now have the body's movement is now 0 again.
Cool. That's it.
Okay. Thinkus, it is your turn.
This thing is still going. Just Sacred Flame.
Okay, with disadvantage. That's a 4.
That was a 4, okay. Hey! Max damage.
And that is just enough to destroy the body in fire as it slams to the ground. Motionless, though the head is still gurgling in Shed's hand.
That's disturbing.
Anyone need a head?
Maybe
Need a little head.
maybe just put it down.
Yeah, can we just discard the head? It can't move now, right?
Yeah, just sit it down and just
I'm kidding. Don't do that. Attack it.
just put it out of its misery, honestly.
I'm gonna. Oh, it's not even my turn then.
At this point, since it is just a disembodied head, we will swing out of initiative, and I'll let you guys move freely as you'd like.
I'll just Sacred Flame the head just to make sure it's done.
I'll drop it.
Yeah, you drop that, and then I'll radiant it to death.
It does not take much, and it cannot dodge. So between the 2 clerics, you destroy the head to the point where it is no longer animated.
Okay, Shed, you can have the head back.
It's kind of gross though.
We can clean it for you.
Oh.
I mean, you can harvest the skull. Use it as a cup.
Yeah, we're just gonna hold on to this for you.
Do we maybe need to stealth again since we just made a bunch of noise killing these zombies? Or are we not worried about stealth anymore?
Honestly, stealth is probably out the window. There's no way they didn't hear this.
Are we pushing Shed to have a skull? Is that what we're doing?
Fair
Yes.
enough.
Okay, cool.
I had one skull in my inventory.
I would like to do another investigation check on the room.
All right, give me investigation.
I'll move to like right there. If I could find it, that'd be great. I almost did intimidation.
The room looks like a place where sacrifices would have been done. That stone definitely lends itself to that possibility, and the amount of blood around it and the chips in the top of the stone where a blade most likely went all the way through a person and into the stonework makes you think that the very dark things have happened in this cave.
What do your elf
Oh.
eyes see?
Half elf. Sacrifice, rock room, bad things, voodoo, the lot. You know, the usual.
Wait, so like is only one of your eyes elf and the other one's human, or how does that work now?
How about we not talk about that? Anywho. So, left or right? Left or right?
Can I flip the skull, and depending which way it looks, we'll go that way?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
Might want to spin it so it doesn't break.
Spin the skull. So spin the bottle.
Okay.
Do it on the rock.
Roll a d20. Evens is left, odds is right.
The skull has spoken.
What if the skull pointed towards the entrance?
Is that a nat one? We just leave?
Yeah, let's leave, guys. No, let's go right.
Is there still the foliage and stuff from the beginning? Like you
No,
said, it
those
was
didn't
going
make
through
it past the
cave.
first room.
Okay.
So you said evens were left, odds were right? Is that what you said?
I mean, that's what the skull did. You guys can go whatever direction you want.
Okay.
Can I like look for tracks?
Roll a survival check. There is a set of footprints, human-sized, that head to the left, stepping
No.
through the blood.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go left because I found some tracks. Human tracks, not monster.
Also, with a survival that good, you would know that these tracks are less than a day old.
And they're less than a day old.
Go left then?
Yeah, left.
All right, what's your marching order?
I am standing near shit. Whatever he is.
I can be in front. And I'll be behind Brash.
Okay. Then I'm right here.
I'm in the back. Beside whoever is in the back.
So like that?
Yep.
Is
Okay.
this seems really small. Is this like a normal size like tunnel, or like are people gonna struggle if they're bigger?
It's a little less than 5 feet wide. At certain points, it's going to be a tight fit.
Okay. Does that mean someone smaller should go forward, or does it? Thoughts?
I mean, I can go forward. It's probably better to separate the clerics.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Finkus should go first.
And Finkus, you got that 300 feet vision. That'll help.
Oh yeah, nice.
All right. So
I'm checking for traps.
give me an investigation check.
Oh, I'll guide myself.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
So you start making your way through this tight corridor, and it zigs and zags a little bit, breaking line of sight as all of you are pushing through. But as you come out to the end, you come into another room, a little smaller than the room that you had just left, And immediately, Finkus, you see 3 individuals, all wearing brightly colored clothes, though slightly tattered in places. One dressed in blues and purples, one dressed in greens and yellows, the third dressed in reds and whites, all pirouetting, all dancing in circles, all very obviously zombies. And that's where we're going to end this week.
Yay!
Dancing zombies.
Dancing zombies.
Can you repeat the middle person's colors? Was it green and something?
Green and yellow.
Okay, thank you.
God, I don't want to be first anymore.
But
Got to save my smites.
Yeah,
It's fine, I still have one.
I saved all my spells.
And I
but I
saved
don't
up
have
a
any
wild magic
cantrips.
charge that Obo was kind enough to gift. Don't think I
Oh, you
ignored
saved
it.
what?
I have a time for that.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So
You saved what?
Obo gifted or donated 20 I almost said 20 gold, $20, which means that the wild magic table gets rolled upon. I intentionally am holding on to that for a certain part.
Oh no.
You're gonna have
I
to
hope it
turn
benefits
into
us.
one plant.
I do too.
I'm gonna explode. Well,
Yay!
not beneficial.
But
20 gold well spent.
No, the planet is gonna be slightly like off kilter from the sun, and we're just gonna spiral out into the unknown universe.
that's the worst TPK. It's just like, oh yeah, we accidentally ended the world. Everyone just oops.
Just casually.
Yeah.
We've reversed Earth's magnetic field.
But that is the end of today. So that concludes this week's episode of Adventures Once Told. But fear not, you can watch me DM live on Twitch every other Saturday. Links to the Twitch and your preferred social media deities are in the doobly-doo below. You can also help us defeat the evil Lich algorithm by liking, subscribing, and yes, you know it, clicking that bell notification. Last but certainly not least, thank you for joining our adventure and helping us grow. We'll catch you next game.